This is Sticky Notes, memorable lessons from ordinary moments. STICKYN capital N OTES. MEMORABLESSONS. FROMORDINARY. Another line. MATTEICHELCDINGER. I'm gonna use the pencil NOTES. Notes, sticky notes by Matt. When middle school teacher Matt Alchetinger had a student who wouldn't speak at all, he decided to leave her a sticky note on her desk every day, each one with a funny cartoon or encouraging messages. Years later, she returned to share she had saved every sticky note he had left to encourage her, leaving Alchetinger to wonder what other extraordinary moments he missed from seemingly ordinary interactions. Luckily, he has a way to revisit each one. For the past 15 years, he's written down numerous moments like this from his classroom, capturing literally hundreds of daily interactions between himself, students, and families. Sticky Notes offers readers a chance to experience 100 of these universal stories that capture friendship, grief, joy, and so much more. This illustration reminds me of the power of writing for my students and the stories we share together. Introduction. At their core, stories are used as a way for individuals to get to know each other, and we all have stories worth telling. However, sometimes the stories we capture, whether on purpose or by default, tend to miss the most extraordinary lessons, even from the simplest of situations. I discovered this by accident. When I started teaching 6th grade in 2009, one of my mentors told me I should write down a reflection after each lesson I taught, so I could make adjustments the following year. Professionally, it would be in good practice to do so, even if it added time to my already cramped teaching schedule. So I tried. I really did. But it only lasted a couple of weeks. It felt like homework, and I didn't feel like I was gaining anything meaningful from it. However, I did replace it with something else. That same week, one of my students said something so unexpectedly funny, I never wanted to forget it. So I wrote it down. Just a short, quick sentence with enough detail for me to remember the scene if I looked back on it years later. That's how it all started. For the next 15 years, I wrote down everything I wanted to remember from my 6th grade classroom. I jotted things down in notebooks, electronic files, on gifts from students, more notebooks, and even next to their faces in yearbooks. For the most part, the memories just sat in those places, untouched for years. But then, in the summer of 2023, I began going through all those captured moments in time. I expected to find exactly what I wrote down. A funny quote here, a story of a friendship there, I discovered something more. There, in all those memories or lessons. I'm not sure why I missed these in the moment, but now it is all I can see. Life lessons embedded in the simplicity of everyday encounters, just waiting to be discovered. And what I know is this: everyone has a story to tell, and every story is important. Every single one. The following stories took place in my 6th grade classroom. The names of individuals have been changed for privacy. However, one name has not been changed. The Pasvi. You will understand why when you read her story. AASTICKY. A sticky Note. A sticky note. Years ago, I had a student who wouldn't speak. And when I say wouldn't speak, I mean not at all. Not one word. I had never felt so ill-equipped as a teacher. I had no tools for the situation. So, as a way to help connect with her, I just drew a cartoon or wrote a little message on a sticky note and placed it on her desk every single day. It went on like this for the rest of the year. We had parent meetings, counselor meetings, psychologist meetings, and we kept trying to talk to her. Scribble, 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 scribble. But she didn't speak all year. 2 years go by, and I get an envelope in the mail. What's inside? A single sticky note. On it said, I saved all your sticky notes. Thank you so much. You helped me more than you know. And that's what is hard about life. Most of the time, you never get to know your impact. But I guarantee you, whatever you are doing, even the small things, like a sticky note, have probably made a huge difference. Does this story remind you of any of your own experiences? I'm curious to know. An empty chair. ANEMPTYCHAIR. I had a student named Maya who lost her youngest sister to cancer. She took about 2 weeks off from school to be with her family, and before she came back, she sent us an email. The last 2 weeks have been really hard for me, so when I come back to school, I just don't want to talk about it. We wanted to show that we cared, but we also wanted to honor her request, so we did. We didn't talk about it. About a month later, we were independently reading in class when Maya stood up and walked over to me. She was on the teetering edge of crying. She said, "That chair next to your desk, can I use it?" I'm going to sticky note of the chair, classroom chair that's empty. I nodded my head, then placed the empty chair next to hers. And it just sat there, empty. At the end of class, she brought the chair back and said, "Can I use this chair tomorrow? It helped me feel better." That's when I realized the chair wasn't as empty as I thought it was. When I went into teaching, I knew in general what I was going to experience. I just had no idea how much moments like these would change me.